Hello, everybody, and welcome to a brand new mini little rant from yours truly. Sadly, I've been gone for about a month. It's been about a month since I've done this, guys. Sorry, just March was a hell of a month, a rough month for me and my wife, so I'm trying to get back into this. And, guys, this isn't going to be like an every week thing. This is probably going to be like twice a month. That's what I'm hoping for. But anyway, glad you all are giving me a listen, and here comes the rant. Okay, my rant this time is have any of you guys done the research or seen any news articles about this so-called sex recession that we're in? That apparently a lot of young people just aren't having sex compared to Generation X and baby boomers. Well, that concerns me. That really does concern me as a 30-year-old millennial myself. The reason, not only does that concern me, I kind of see evidence of that myself. A lot of people my age and younger just aren't fucking. They're taking their youth and they're either working themselves to death, admittedly, because it is a shitty economy, or B, they're either too fucking gloomy to actually go out and meet people, or C, their standards are so ridiculously high that nobody's ever good enough for them. So, sorry. The thing is, and I see a lot of this on Instagram and Twitter the most. The thing that really bugs me most about all this is on Twitter, I see a lot of tweets saying sex is overrated. Sex isn't that worth it. Yeah, or the stupid ass funny tweets that are like, sex is cool, but have you ever done this, this, and this? Okay, fuck you with those tweets, okay? Those tweets kind of send the message to younger people, don't care about sex in your youth whatsoever. You know, and the thing is, I've noticed that the only people my age or younger that say sex is overrated, or they don't care about sex or any of that stuff, are usually bitter, gloomy singles. Admittedly, guys, people who are single are generally anti-sex, and I don't understand why. Now, I can see when they say that the dating life out there is a fucking shit show, and I believe that. I've heard stories from both men and women about how absolutely superficial and terrible and just lazy the dating world has become. I mean, so many men and women that have told me how guys or girls just completely ghost them, they use them, or they're not up to their own the guy or girl just isn't up to their standards, and I'm sitting there going, I honestly think technology, apps, and my generation constantly being bombarded with Instagram models, with models and this, kind of gave us the wrong impression of we somehow deserve the perfect partner, and that's backfired on us, But again, the only people I see that are anti-sex and saying, oh, sex is overrated are people who are too gloomy and they're single, in all honesty. I've never seen anybody in a relationship, whether they're married or just boyfriend, girlfriend, say that sex is overrated. None of that shit, okay? And my problem, again, there's something, this actually scares me a lot, guys. And the reason being is that if we keep not fucking in our youth, keep being gloomy, or keep not fucking because the girl doesn't look like an Instagram model, or the guy doesn't have a beard and tattoos, we're going to waste our youth. We're going to hit 40 and realize, what the fuck have I done? And it's going to be bad. My generation is in for probably, if we keep this up, in for probably the worst midlife crisis this country's ever fucking seen. Now, I've noticed something. I hit 30. A lot of my friends hit 30. I've noticed that the smarter millennials, or the ones that hit their 30s, or they're in their early 30s, and they realized that they wasted their 20s either thinking that no one and everyone and everything was never good enough for them, or they needed validation from strangers all the time, or they were too fucking gloomy for no goddamn reason because they compared their lives to everybody else on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter. So the smart millennials, or the ones in their 30s who realize that they wasted their 20s that way, and they're not going to think like that, or they're going to improve on that in any way they can. Those are the smart millennials. The dumb fucking millennials that absolutely frustrate me are the millennials that are 30 to 35, and they still have the exact same mindset of when they were a 22-year-old who wanted the perfect bodied partner, but didn't want to put in the work themselves. I sit there. I know a few people like that, and I sit there and I'm saying, "What the fuck are you doing? You are 35 years old. Grow the fuck up, guys. Seriously, okay?" And I see a lot of people a little younger than me, 26, 27, 28, saying, "How come I haven't found anybody yet?" Well, I found my wife at 24. There was a reason why I found my wife at 24. One, I kept at it. I kept dating. I stayed consistent. No matter how frustrating it got, I kept at it. But at the same time, if I wasn't seeing progress, I didn't let that get to me, and I kept going. Another big factor into that is that I told myself that I wasn't going to land on a fucking supermodel or an Instagram model or this perfect bodied woman. I set my standards just a little lower than a lot of other guys of my generation, and I kept at it. I tried to remain a good head on my shoulders, and you know what happened? I met my wife. I'm married, and I've been happily married to this woman for a year and something now, and we've been together since 2013. So everybody's saying, "Oh, I can't find anybody." Now, if you say you can't find anybody because everybody's so fucking pretentious about you, that's understandable. Again, our generation is incredibly pretentious, and that's going to backfire on us badly. But you have to keep at it, guys. You have to keep at it. You have to lower your fucking standards in the looks department, honestly, guys. That's one of the biggest reasons why you're probably single or you haven't gotten laid in about 3 to 4 fucking years, guys, okay? Lower your fucking standards in the looks department. Keep at it, and you know what? Try to remain positive, guys. Because eventually you are going to find somebody. Eventually you are going to get laid. Okay, guys? But my generation is entering into our 30s, and we have to stop this self-destructive, bad attitude we've had in our 20s. Because if we continue this into our 30s, we're not going to have any youth left, guys. Okay? Just think about that. Alright? Alright, thank you for listening to my rant. I know I had a little bit more to say about millennials being anti-sex, which I, again, don't fucking understand why we're so anti-sex. It's probably, we were led to believe that guys were led to believe that sex was exactly like pornos, and that is furthest from the truth. And I think a lot of girls were led to believe that sex was like romance novels or bad romance movies, and that's anything from the truth too, ladies. So that's probably the biggest. I can understand why old people tell us generations that we're the entitled generation. It's not in the fact of entitled economically. We're entitled because our whole 20s, we expected that everything come to us be fucking perfect, like in our minds, and yet we don't have to put in the work in ourselves. I absolutely agree with that. That was fucking bullshit of us. And please, fellow millennials, let's get better in our 30s. For the love of God. Let's actually get shit done. Let's get rid of this self-destructive attitude and shit, and expect that the people in our lives are not going to be perfect, okay? Anyways, guys, thank you for listening to the rant. This was a bit of a long one, but again, I haven't done this in a month. Next rant is really... It's not going to be a rant, it's going to be more of a praise for the series of YouTube memes I've been seeing for the last couple of months. But that's going to be the next one, guys. Thank you for listening, and hope you subscribe down below. And, if you want to tell me that I'm wrong and tell me that millennials are somehow perfect in the comments down below, be my guest, but I'm not going to believe you because we're fucking awful. Two of my friend AJ listened to this and comments down below. I always welcome your dissenting opinion. Thank you, AJ. And again, subscribe, and if you have any other ideas for things you want me to rant about, let me know in the comments down below. Alright guys, see ya. Bye.